Howdy, folks, and welcome to episode 184, the final prep. Also, could be the final countdown, I guess. But that
Hell
is,
yeah.
how you doing, McMurray?
I'm good. Final Countdown is the movie where USS Enterprise goes back in time to Pearl Harbor, right?
Yes, it is.
Hell yeah.
Smoke some Zeeks.
Dude, yeah, that's a great movie.
It
Big
is.
fan.
It is. So tonight we're going to talk about where we are on getting done for the convention. Unfortunately, you're not getting get to go. I am sorry to hear that. It won't be the same without you because you bring so much greatness to any gaming event you're part of.
It happens,
Um,
man.
but the good news is we've got another gaming event almost right around the corner. Yeah, it's close to 6 months away, but it's almost right around the corner. In getting prepped for game stuff with March to Victory at the end of March.
Hell yeah.
So
Which is going to be badass. Everybody
yeah, it
should show
is.
up to that.
Yeah, it is. So, but what we're working on, what I'm working on, and what Reese is working on, if Reese shows up, he can tell more about what he's been working on. But I've got all of the ships painted. I've got all of the ships. Um, I've got all of the ships painted, and I've got all of the ships uh, set up with the labels. And that light is horrible. I don't know. Is this any better? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all posted up on the Discord also.
Yeah.
They're quite delightfully.
So
In the Discord, you have them grouped by class, right?
well, it's by class and by which battle they participated in.
Okay. I was about to say, I noticed the class separation. I couldn't figure out what the other ones entirely were, but that makes sense.
Right. So the only thing I've got left to do is, and this is completely, part of it is completely because um, I want to do it to keep them in place. The other is, well, I got to get it done, and that's I got to print the SICs and put them through the laminator. I've got a total of something like 40 ships that I'm doing this with. Um, but that's not going to take any time at all. I can probably do that on Friday. And then I got to put magnet. I'm getting that sheet magnet stuff like this.
Hell yeah.
That's going to go on the bottom of each ship. And then I'm getting one of those 12 by 12, about 2 inch tall boxes.
Yeah, one of the
that,
clear plastic guys that I keep all my stuff in.
Right. Yeah, I'm getting that, and then putting down some of some of these strips on the bottom of that, the magnetic strips.
I was about to say, if you got time for a quick suggestion, I'd use like steel bases from War Games accessories on the underside of the ships. I
Yeah.
have yet to achieve correcting the polarities on everything. No matter
Well,
how many times I try, invariably 1 out of every 10 or 15 gets
the great
messed
thing
up.
is, don't have to worry about polarity with this. It works.
Are they sticking to one another?
Huh?
Do they stick to one another?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't know, but it does.
All right, cool. Yeah, get some.
So, and it's not a very hard stick, but it doesn't need to be a real hard stick because these things are resin and they weigh hardly nothing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, And the reason I'm doing this with the box is because I'm giving them away.
Oh, okay. I didn't
The,
realize
the
you were
entire
giving away all of them.
Yeah, the entire set I'm giving away because it's um, it's all of the ships for both naval battles of Guadalcanal, both uh, night one and night two. So whoever ends up taking it home will have uh, can play the the what if it happened in the daytime game that I'm going to be running, or they can play night one and night two. So there you have
Outstanding.
it. And then they'll also get a PDF copy of the rules so they can play test them for me. I've got a couple of folks that are looking over the rules, you being one of them. Uh, I sent a playtest package to Doug out there in Columbia. Hey, Reese,
Hey,
Hey,
sorry.
look at this guy.
and then I'm also uh, I've also got Sean Carpenter from Ambush Alley Games taking a look at the rules for me.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, he piped up in Discord on the Ambush Alley Games uh, server. When I told him I would be happy to help him with a 6 millimeter armor version of Force on Force when he gets the chance. And as soon as I get my game close to publication, he says, "Oh, really? Send that to me. I'll look it over for you." Who am I
I
to
only,
argue with? Who am I going to
I
argue
only
with the
caught.
guy who's had Osprey get his game published?
Yeah, I was going to say I only ran into a couple like typos slash mismatch things. Like at one point in time, you refer to damage rolling a D4 type shit, and it's a
Yeah.
D6. I've only run into a couple little things like that. The
No,
obviously
but
those are the simple ones to catch, but I'm kind of more excited, to be honest with you, to do the seeing how everything plays and how it, you know what I mean?
right. Well, the other thing that Sean is going to do is his day job is working with AI on looking at analysis of stuff. So he's going to push it through his company's AI package to analyze and see what needs to be uh, what needs to be clarified and what needs to be added. So that's going to be cool. Telemachus came in a little early. Says no obligation, no warranty is implied. And Richard responded with, "That's not what the salesman told me." I can tell you right now, as being a former salesmen lie. Just saying. Scala Gremlin's in the house saying, "Eternal salvation or triple your money back." There you go. And then Richard says, "Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something." Got Chris Long. Heyo. How you doing there, eh? Speaking of Dougie, how you doing, Doug? Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, sir. And Walkabout Game says, "Awesome movie." It's referring back to what Richard's quote was. Meandering Mike says, "Greetings, folks. How you doing, Mike? Glad you could make it."
Did you see a bike?
Walkabout Games. Chris Long says, "Yay boats." Well, you know what? Here's more yay boats.
I'm about to say I got more yay boats too. Whenever when I get done putting these,
So,
I printed out 2 full sets of a total of 20 of War Games Atlantic's Woodland Indians.
yeah.
I kind of want to do like a great swamp fight game.
Okay, cool.
like King Philip's War, just like weird
Yeah.
shit, like almost kind of like early 1600s. So you got matchlocks and whatnot.
That's cool.
Yeah, like I figured that could be kind of cool. Yeah, I've been printing those out for the last week or so, but they're finally done and all printed. As you know, when I start printing stuff, it goes kind of gangbusters.
Yeah.
Um, so I do at some point in time need some technical assistance getting my Neptune. I don't remember how to make it do the 21 point thing.
Okay. Oh, well, I can send you the instructions.
Okay, because the YouTube video that I used to watch and do it off of is no longer there. I don't
Oh,
really
okay.
know what's going on because Elegoo used to have fantastic. I mean, they were real simple and didn't have any speaking on account of that. I'm pretty sure nobody at Elegoo actually speaks English, but the videos used to be pretty good and self-explanatory, and I cannot find it at all. But
Well, I've got the paper instructions, and if you follow, because I had to re-level my Neptune before I started printing my paint racks.
yeah, mine got knocked off a level enough somehow that it put a gouge in the little magnet sheet.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah. See,
So I don't know if that means I'm going to have to redo the nozzle on it or whatever the hell that thing is or what. But
yeah. So
I've got
I
to
printed
redo
out
my entire print head on mine.
some paint racks. I did a Kickstarter for these things, and they worked really well.
I had it lit up. It's
Um,
right in here. Come on.
I think you'll be okay. Okay.
Oh, I should be fine. I just don't know how to. Like, I'm not worried about that. That should be fine. I just don't want it. I just want it to start printing again.
Yeah.
I need
Well,
to get it.
I will snap a shot and drop it to you. Those are looking good.
Printed out a bunch of the replacements for the Old Glory resin ships. These are substantially lighter, so at least for traveling on those little pillars, it should work a whole lot better. That's the Spanish fleet for the most part. And then, you know me, I got HMS Revenge.
There you go.
It's hilarious. So these are the same scale. You've got Revenge and Bellerophon, right? So Bellerophon's the first class post Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Those are the same scale.
Good damn. Okay,
then you got a couple A-class destroyers.
Now, what's are those 1200?
Yeah, these are 1200. These are 600.
Yeah.
These are 1200. And then I did a HMS Abercrombie because monitors are cool and I like monitors.
So, I'm doing something. I shouldn't say I'm doing something crazy. I'm pushing my Elegoo Mars 3 Pro to its limits.
Yeah?
I'm doing a 1200 scale Missouri.
Oh, yeah, dude. You can do it. You just got to angle it up real hard. Somewhere around here,
Yeah.
like Bismarck and stuff. So not quite as long as Missouri, but still big. I did do the same 9th Battleship Division in 1200. 400, so Nav War scale, or not Nav War, right? GHQ scale. There are those. Those should look familiar to Christopher.
Yeah.
And then, as always, if able, I'm doing it as teeny weeny as possible. So I also have my 16000. Those are some British battle cruisers. That looks like a Renown or Repulse up top because we got 3 turrets. on this guy. I'm looking through my camera. That might be a Queen Mary. I can't tell. I'm looking through
Yeah,
my
it looks
camera.
like it. It looks like it. It looks like the war spike.
No, Warspite's a Queen Elizabeth.
Oh yeah, Queen Mary, not Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, got a Q turret on it. Oh, so does that one. I thought that only had. Those both have Q turrets on them, so it's definitely not Renown and Repulse. I don't know. I'll have to rethink about that. And then there are German battle cruisers, a couple light cruisers, 3 bases worth of destroyers. Again, those are British. I have 2 other British light cruisers. And then the Americans. I did print out a little bit more than just the 9th Battleship Division.
Right.
Because obviously I needed to have.
Good
to see
you
him,
got
Mike.
the Arkansas and Wyoming there, the New York and the Texas.
Yes, I do have 3 of the New York class. I figured I'd probably have to paint one and pass it off to you.
Oh, thank you.
Just to be on the safe side, because I don't know if you have one in its original configuration.
No, I don't have any World War One STLs.
Well, soon you'll have a Texas in the World War One configuration. But the issue is the original Battleship Squadron or Battleship Division when it was sent over. God, we got Sergeant Shaky Hands on duty today. Did not adhere to the British policy of trying to group classes together, right, for fire control and everything else uniformity.
Right.
So then, as the war progressed, Texas got sent over, and then I think either Arkansas or Wyoming got sent over. But yeah, so there's plenty of cool stuff, including the U.S.'s own attempt at the Agincourt.
Right.
Not quite 7 turrets, but 6 isn't bad. So, yeah. And then still have the St. Louis project that is in progress. It's nice having these up here. It looks terrible, but it's nice because I can just grab like 3 or 4 of them at a time and take them downstairs.
Isn't that a scale representation of Kinloch right there? As is.
This is more densely packed and in better condition. But yes. I also have all these things, which are pirate buildings that will be completed at some point. Oh, I don't know where I put the top to this guy.
Yar.
But so that's 6 pirate buildings. I have a 7th. It was printing the 7th when my Neptune decided, we don't maybe not want to do this anymore. So, anyways, where the hell is there? It is. But those are pretty cool. I actually really like those. And they printed almost entirely without support, which is nice. Because removing supports from FDM prints is kind of a pain. But yeah, so there's 6 buildings there. A 7th will be done, and then I can start, once I get it re-going, I'll start reprinting a couple of these other ones. I'll mirror image them and reprint them so that they're just a little bit different. But dude, they're all fully interiored and everything. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
And they've got the little nubs on them so that the stuff stays in place. Being pirate or being this era, they should also be rather simple to print or paint, which will be nice. But yeah, holy war butt! I gotta swap some stuff off the printer. Hang tight.
So, Bry Guy, how you doing, buddy?
Feel good. Mike sound all right?
Andrew, Mike's, yeah, you're sounding okay.
Dude,
you
you sound
was just
wonderful as
talking-
always, Brian.
Yeah. Mike dropped in just to say hi. He had to go grab some dinner. My buddy Gordon's in the house saying, "Sup, buddies? How you doing, Gordo?" I have not tried Skullforge's Arsenal rules. Some because it's just iron. Oh, he's referring to what's in here. It's like, well, except that they are magnetic. So there's that.
Hey, Nord,
He's
send me your
old-
address. I'll get you some unpainted miniatures.
Yeah, we could hook you up, buddy. Chris Lang says Reese. So does Gordo.
Yeah, lots of people were excited to see Reese.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm not really doing anything.
It's a little suspicious, yeah.
Chris Long also says Sean is a good guy. Yeah, he's a real good guy. He is super nice. I have loved working with him and collaborating with him in writing rules previously. So him looking through my rules and then collaborating with him in 6mm is going to be fun. Charles said no cardboard in November because it's Novorkbur. Novorkbur. There you go.
Was Orktober not enough, Charles?
Dude,
I
when it
guess
comes
not.
to orcs, it's never enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
Gordon says it's going to say, want to play a game? Blinking cursor. Pretty much. Nord's in the house saying hello. Just shipped off 3 trade-ins to Noble Knigget. Hi, buddy. Come here. Oh, big guy. My buddy. Grognard's in the house with a big thumbs up. How you doing, Devin? Glad you could make it. He said, well, I officially no more unpainted miniatures. They're on their way to Wisconsin. Bunkhouse said, I've got 2 Contemptor Dreadnoughts and a Rampart Mammoth Walker to magnetize up as my next model project. There you go. Chris Long's going to be back after he eats some dinner. It's a lot of good-looking terrain, Doug says.
Well, I'm working on it, Doug. As soon as it gets done, you'll probably be one of the folks who gets invited to play on it.
Well, you know what we need to do is we need to set up a game there at Valhalla.
We do need to just go on to Valhalla's game, yes.
How far's Columbia from me?
Probably about 5 hours.
Yeah, it's dead center in the middle of the state. Although it might be pretty close because you can just cruise up like 54. Once you get to the lake, you're like 45 minutes away.
Yeah, how far are you from Lake of the Ozarks?
That's a great question. I don't know. Why don't I
Okay.
just run a Google Maps to Columbia right now?
Why don't you? Columbus was just saying iron filings can be slightly magnetized. They don't have poles. Oh, yeah, there you go. Dude. Ugh.
4 hours, 51 minutes.
What did I say? 5 hours? Boom.
Yep. So that may be a little
What
too
did you
far
think?
for me.
Why'd you put me?
Well, for a day game probably, but for a couple days.
Right. No, I would figure something out for that.
Not only that, but I'd imagine your wife or your sister-in-law or somebody knows somebody up that way that they got to see.
No, actually, the only people I know in Columbia are exes. But anyway,
Well, hell, I don't know. Apparently, you guys know people in St. Louis, but you won't fucking say hello. So I don't know. You tell me.
man, I haven't been. They've been. I haven't been.
Excuses. That's what I'm hearing, McMurray. I'm hearing excuses.
Yeah. Shitty ones, too. Just like assholes. Everyone's got one and they're all shitty.
Nord says he's thinking of getting a couple of boxes of Fallout Wasteland Warfare miniatures.
Okay,
Hey,
this
really?
this bigger rice patty.
What?
This bigger rice patty is going to take almost 2 of these sheets of rice plants. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's big.
Good gravy.
So we've been talking, Reese, about where we are with getting ready for gaming events and whatnot. And I'm really close to being done. Are you going to be painting on the way to Kansas City?
No, I don't think so. I've got 4 Marines to finish.
Okay.
And then I need to make sure I have another RPG gunner. And then,
Yeah, I was about to say, are you going to be painting up any more?
yeah, I'll be
VC
doing.
or
I will be doing VC until I leave, just to have as much done as possible.
okay.
I'll let you know my final numbers when I can.
I'm going to be painting this guy tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Chris,
I got to paint it tomorrow
Shitload.
because
of Vietnam miniatures in 6, Chris, for
What's that?
6mm force on force?
Yeah,
That didn't even occur to me, but yeah, I do.
there you go.
I think they're based by Fire Team, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I got a buddy in Austin who plays I think he still does. He plays force on force in 6mm, and he does by fire teams or platoons or whatnot.
Like, it's super
Right.
doable.
Oh yeah,
I think-
absolutely.
I think I'm going to be single basing my 20 mil.
So do you have 20mm stuff or 54s, Reese?
Yes.
When did you branch into 20mm?
So I
This
bought
past week.
a couple of boxes of Vietnam 20 mils to use as campaign markers for my solo campaigns. And I've always kind of wondered what they would look like painted. And we started talking about how easy it is to do larger engagements in 20 mil for World War One. And I may or may not have price checked something and did some thinking, and it's over, man. Game over.
And he pressed a button, and that
Yeah,
button
but
said yes.
why on earth 20mm?
Because I already have it.
You have one box.
2 boxes.
Well,
I
the
haven't
thing
bought
is-
any more yet, but I'm
The other thing is,
painting and basing up what I have.
the other thing is with 20mm, all of the vehicles are 1/72nd scale.
That's fair, but for Christ's sakes, man, playing like 15 or something where it's just infinitely cheaper and there's actually other stuff out there.
I'm just using 172 kits.
I know, but
There's a slew of them.
them shits can get expensive sometimes.
$7 for 40 guys. That's a lot cheaper than 54.
Well, everything's cheaper than 54mm, Reese.
Well, it depends, but yeah,
Right.
I'll figure something out. I haven't delved in yet. I'm still,
That's fair. That's fair.
but haven't put the water on it. Got to wait for the plants to dry. But
That looks
here's
good.
my giant rice paddy.
That looks good. I like it.
So it is bigger than a bread box. I don't know if it's animal, vegetable, and mineral, but here we are. Big Murray, have you seen the rice patties I've been working on?
Well,
I just saw
one.
that one.
Okay. I didn't know if you'd seen the dried ones.
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go take my headphones off and grab the most dry one and sit this on
Nice.
the floor so I don't ruin anything but concrete. So
Nice. Let's do this. Now we can talk shit on these guys' headphones off.
I'm
Right.
put you on the overhead if you want.
Oh, doesn't your sister-in-law live right behind you?
I think she's at church right now. I think we're good.
That's good.
So, but yeah, you're also right. I probably shouldn't put you on the overhead.
Yeah, I was about to say that's probably a. That
It
might
could
be
be a
a
household-
die
it's a
rule you
household
don't necessarily
violation.
want to make. We're not feeling particularly froggy today, but you never know.
Oh well. Well, I will not put you on the overhead.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Trouble. We're not going to do anything that obvious.
So it's going to take about 8 hours for my Missouri to get done.
Yeah. What angle did you have to put that on? Like 40?
It's like no, it was like 50.
That makes sense, though. I mean, that thing's huge,
It's like
especially at 1200.
so. It's you got the plate like this.
Yeah.
So it's angled like this, and then it's angled like this.
Yeah, so I usually find that 23 degrees is my best, or I'm sorry, 123 degrees is my best offset, because 33 is the best that's ideal, but sometimes that's not, usually that's not how they auto-orientate. Oh, nice, Reese, those look awesome.
Yeah, I need to trim. Obviously, need to trim down the fabric around the sides, but they're real easy to just slap down.
Yeah, it looks badass, man.
And then all the plants, I know they're not quote unquote accurate. They're spaced out, so there's space to put a base.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they look great.
I did a proof of concept with the popsicle sticks and Vallejo mud, and that just got way too pricey.
Yeah,
But I did this with a tube of silicon and some house paint, and obviously the liquid resin and the plants are probably the most expensive part. And they don't look great up close, but on the table and 3 feet away, they should be fine.
going to say on the table, they're going to look phenomenal. So who
I hope so.
ultimately? So who gives a shit? Is the question. And the answer is nobody because they're going to look great.
I hope so. I realized I didn't have any kind of rural Vietnam stuff that wasn't jungle, and so I decided to do those, and they were so easy to do.
Yeah, you should be like super set on that. To be honest with you, given that you can basically run those right up to huts, or trees right up to huts.
And I've got trails I can put down where I can make trails. I've still got a ton of drop cloth and a ton of silicone. I just need to change paint color.
Yeah, that's what I realized with. I got to give credit where credit is due. Wiley had a genius stroke using cheap tablecloths that have the flannel backing on them, because they're usually cheaper than, at least around here, I can find drop cloths, and I don't have to worry about them sticking to anything. And he's done that for a long time, and it's a master stroke. Like, that's fantastic.
So here's how a figure looks on it.
Reese Poo Poo, you think I should start some more of your ogres or an SMS Kaiser print?
What do you mean more of my ogres?
Your ogres from J3. I think we need an SMS Kaiser. SMS Kaiser will probably be done before I go to sleep. No, it won't. We're just going to do ogres.
I'm still confused, but that's okay. I've had several very long work days.
That's okay.
We
He's
were
talking about what he's gonna print up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have a roundup on Monday, but then we had tornadoes instead. And so we had a roundup.
Which just means you'd have more to round up.
Yeah, exactly. And putting all your cattle in one pen before a tornado is not a good idea. So roundup on Tuesday, and then trying to get things back in shape after the roundup today. So I should work a normal day tomorrow, but I still have to take cattle to the sale barn. So we'll see. Hopefully, I will not stay up till 3:30 in the morning on.
Not with that attitude.
So.
All right, there we go.
Nord asks if anybody has any updates on Mark.
On what?
On Mark.
I have not heard anything new.
If anybody had any updates on what?
Mark, the
Ruggiero.
yeah.
He posted that video, and then they had a whole game day with a whole bunch of guys playing with him this past weekend, and he was there and in good spirits. So I mean, that's certainly a good thing. I don't know beyond that though. He's usually pretty good about either updating or having somebody else update, once a week or so. So I'd imagine we'll hear something from him. I hope so, at least. Mark's a good dude. I don't know if there's anybody really in the Hex Encounter world that hasn't tried to help contribute or boost spirits or whatnot. That was a big thing that Toddy and I and Jeffy were doing for a while, was we'd send stuff his way.
So, not to change the topic again.
No, you're good.
You brought up why not to do 20 mil. I'd love to hear you out.
It's just 20 mil. If you're starting World War II, and anytime pre, 2005, it's by all means the scale to go with.
Okay.
Because of all of the 1/72nd scale models, which is why people kind of did it in the first place. But it has super duper de-duper ultra dropped off since then.
Okay. I'm looking at doing one arrow with it.
I know.
And
I
just getting my
understand
stuff and getting out.
Well, see, the thing is, you're doing one arrow now,
Mhm.
but how much of your 54 mil stuff are you happy that you can use in multiple different periods?
Oh, I love it.
Exactly. right? So
So-
you're doing one period now in 20 mil. Take it from me, the last thing you need to do is say, "Oh, I'm going to do 20 mil in one period," because I was going to do that. I was going to play, for whatever reason, I got it into my brain that I needed to play Crossfire in 20 mil
Okay.
because, of course, my brain thought I needed to play Crossfire in 20 mil. Why wouldn't it? That makes no sense at all. And I did the same thing. I bought two boxes of museum miniatures or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then realized, hang the fuck on. Hang on. First off, I already had World War II in other scales. Second off, it meant redoing all the everything. Stone walls and hedgerows I could probably get away with using. But
Well,
anything else, like buildings and whatnot, there's no... So, like, I don't know. There's just... It used to be the scale to play in, and now most of the manufacturers... So as soon as you need something weird that you can't necessarily find, right, in a kit, or that is that expensive in a kit, it's going to be a whole lot harder to get a hold of, especially like infantry and stuff. Like for Vietnam, if you need something, whether it's, if you need Anzacs, if you need LRPs, if you need saw guys with specific things, you can find them in 28s.
Right.
You can probably find them in 15. Once you get lower than 15, it doesn't matter. But
my thought on this,
yeah,
is so. And I lied a little bit when I said only one era.
Yep,
Was
there
my
it is.
thought-
Because you're thinking about doing Pacific War too, aren't you?
No,
Okay.
because a Pacific War, everything I want to do, I can do on this very small skirmish level.
Okay, good. Solid.
This is a proof of concept for World War I, 1898.
Oh God, then super don't do it because
No,
there's
no.
no way you're.
I have
gonna find
everything.
All those weird periods.
No,
And
I've already basically located everything I need.
you found all the Boxer Rebellion and all that stuff, and all the weird artillery and Boer War and all that
Yes,
stuff.
I did. I found pom-poms.
And Philippine War and all that stuff. And
I found U.S. Marines and U.S. Army, and I found Spanish. I found Germans. I found British. I found Boers. I found Egyptians. I found
All right,
Turks.
and they're all still in production, commonly made molds.
They're in boxes I can get a hold of in a couple weeks if necessary.
Does that mean you're ordering out of production stuff off eBay that's still around right now?
Some, yes, and others I'm just ordering it straight from Historical Board Gaming's warehouse because they've got a ton. And it's in Tulsa. It'll be here in 2 days if I order it now.
I mean, you do you, man.
I'm not saying that I'm going to do that, but I'm doing this as a proof of concept because I've never gamed with anything, at least infantry wise, smaller than let's say 28s, and so I don't know how I feel about the smallest maneuver unit not being a single man.
You can do that all the way down to 15s if you want to. Hell, I've seen people do it with 10s and 6s, to be honest with you.
And I know, but if you're looking at the size battles that I want to do for World War 1898, that's going to break down in a heartbeat. So, like bigger battles type
What do you
stuff is
mean?
probably going to be. If I did a battle of 200 versus 200 in Afghanistan between the Russians and the British,
Yeah.
and that's not going to happen. It's just an example. If my single man was my maneuver unit, it would take forever to play.
So are you talking about that's your
I'm
maneuver
talking
unit,
about-
not necessarily how it's based?
Right.
Yes, then obviously that's going to... Yeah, obviously.
And if you do that in 54, the table has to be massive.
Yeah. So I'm still feeling like, so what, how does that differentiate to requiring 20 mil?
Because I can get a hold of them, and I've already found the figure lines I want.
Get after it, man. Do it.
Okay, but they're still big enough that I can paint, and they look halfway decent.
Yeah.
This is the smallest guy I've ever painted in my entire life, and so he's got camouflage on his helmet even.
Yeah.
So
Get some. We should get Jeffy on here. Jeffy's an expert at painting camo on 15 mil. He did like P-Dot and Splinter on his Fallschirmjäger.
Thank goodness I'm not going to have to do anything like that for World War XVIII.
It was wildly badass, dude.
So, but I had another crazy idea as well. I've been talking about that early 1970s, late 1960s Special Forces incursion into South America and all the crazy stuff I could throw. 20 millimeter or 25 millimeter Aztecs
Okay.
as like pygmies coming out of the woods versus 54 millimeter Marines.
Okay, there you go.
What do you
I was like,
think
hang
about
on.
that?
We're into a different. Someone let's hold the fucking phone because now it's a third scale. Yeah, dude. The other thing is
they're
the 3D
172.
printer
They're
and
20 cell.
War Games Atlantic has lots of Aztec figures now. So you could even fine tune them to be, 30 millimeter or 35 mil if you wanted to,
Yeah,
so that they weren't legitimately running around at dick level.
I can get a box of 48 for $13, and I think that would be plenty.
A box of 48.
Yes. Some of them have bows, some of them have swords, some of them have clubs. Some of them are dressed in some really weird outfits.
Did you say 20 millimeter or 28 millimeter?
20 mil.
They're going to be tiny. They're going to be running around below dick level.
Yeah. It's going to be very annoying for the Marines that are getting kicked in the shins by a little guy.
Or they're just going to start drop kicking everything, and it's
See?
going to be like, have you ever seen that episode of Jackass where they get a bunch of little people to chase Preston Lacey through India painted blue?
Man, I've never seen an episode of Jackass in my life.
Well, congratulations. I could probably find that clip and show you how your Aztecs are going to look.
Okay, and that's fine. I just think it'd be funny.
Fair. Hold on, I'm catching up on the chat. Just a second.
Real quick, McMurray.
Yeah.
What do you think of these little counters for my torpedo markers?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Can you make like 30 set? Make them numbered all the way up to like 37?
I've got 1 through 10. I've got 6 sets of 1, 2. I think I got like 6 pairs of 1 through 10.
Are you gonna like color code them or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get them. I think that's these are the ones I'm gonna use. They're kind of thin and
Because each of those Fletchers is going to shit out two, 5 spreads, 4 spreads?
Fletchers are 2 spreads each. The Fubukis are 3 spreads each.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
going to need a lot. I hope somebody just Fletcher swarms and just bum rushes them, sweeps the Fubukis the hell out of there, and
Yeah.
then just torpedo shits Hiroshima, and the U.S. battleships are just like, cool, that was fun.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what we're doing, but this is cool. I'm happy we're here.
So that's the next thing I gotta work on is I gotta paint these things up. They're thin though. They were originally twice this size. So when I scaled them down, I forgot to not scale down the thickness.
Yeah.
So they're thin. So I don't know. It only took me an hour to print them all out. I used the Neptune to do it. We'll see. It was Charles's birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Charles.
That is true. Nord, I'm sorry. I just read up there where you asked if I had any of those World War II naval ships and 1 and 2 planes on a small scale. What is small scale? Because yes, just depends on which scale you're looking for. Yes, I do.
I shouldn't have started talking about World War 1898.
Spend the money, Reese. Do it.
Not yet. Probably closer to Christmas. But I just found a box of 172 scale Arabs with a Maxim gun that I feel like I have to have now.
Because why not?
Nor, did you not like Banish All the Snakes? Or no, you're talking about Banish All Their Fears. My bad. Not Banish the Snakes.
Doug doesn't like using super glue.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a pain, man.
It's not entirely racist to use riffs for Afghan tribesmen, is it?
No.
Okay, cool.
Nord says a little smaller than the GHQ scale. Would love to try out Blood Red Skies, but I refuse to pay Warlord Games extortion fees.
My dude, I will send you all kinds of fucking airplanes. You want them painted already or no, Nord? The thing with Blood Red Skies is the planes need to be able to point nose up, even or nose down. That, or you could just put a marker next to them because there's a advantage, disadvantage mechanic in there. That's actually kind of nice to keep you from having to pay attention to scale as much. Or, not scale, altitude as much.
Yeah, what you could do if you don't have the little flicky stands, you could do a red marker for down and a green marker for up,
And then no marker for whatever.
and no marker for even. Yep.
Well, hell yeah, Nord. I'm gonna start laying out a build plate just for you, buddy.
And so GHQ is 1/300 scale.
Yeah.
6 millimeter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to give you an idea, that is 1/300 is going to be wrong box of stuff. Hold on. Where are you?
I was about to buy Nord. Speaking of Blood Red Skies, I was about to buy their Midway starter because for the local gaming store, Game Night up here had one in stock, which is interesting because they usually don't carry Warlord, but it's $100. It was kind of one of those. Oof, maybe not. Yikes!
Right.
That was frustrating.
There you go. This is 1/300 scale. You got the P-38 there, and then you got a Mosquito here. They're just a couple of random ones I have on hand. Here's a Jug, P-47, in that scale also.
I'm gonna find you a bunch of F2s, Nord, so that you just have flying barrels running around. Because the fuselage on those things is just comical.
I don't have any Spitfires or Hurricanes printed, but I do believe I've got the STLs for them. And then to give you kind of an idea of scale difference, this here is, okay, so here is an F4F.
No, it's 100, Nord, sorry. But yeah.
In 1/600 or 1/300, and this is an F6F in 1. So this is 3 millimeter or 6 millimeter, and this is 3 millimeter. Same airplane.
Yeah, Blood Red Skies is traditionally played in
200,
200, which is fine. The models are decent, but
they're bigger.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I should have all the Gukek planes, so this should actually be rather simple. Let's see here.
Yeah. Yeah, what we need to do is get him a box. McMurray, between you and me, we need to get him a box of one or 6mm scale airplanes and some 3000 scale ships, and send them off.
Simple enough.
Hextifer.
Holy
Nope.
smokes, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, hi, sorry. I needed to shoot a video tonight, plus I'm watching the hockey game.
It's
That's
Jeffrey,
fine.
everybody.
That's fine.
What's up,
We're
hey?
happy you're here.
What I miss?
You missed seeing Reese's rice patties.
Reese's Rice Patties. Were they edible?
No, they weren't.
Jesus. P-A-D-D-Y.
Ah, so,
P-A-D-D-Y, not P-A-T-T-Y.
very nice. Very nice.
So
Now, if you striped them in red with red and white, they'd be peppermint patties.
they will make their table debut on Saturday at 4:00.
Yes, they will.
What?
We'll have plenty of photos
What event?
Tacticon in
for
Kansas City.
Tacticon in Kansas City.
All right, cool, cool.
So I didn't get a video up last week like I thought I was going to because, well, life happens. But I did get a video recorded this week, and it will be going up Friday morning. And here is a sneak peek. Got that scout trooper. Let me.
An Imperial deputy?
There you go, guys. Here we go.
That looks like Warmut on a Saturday stroll through the park with his dog.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, man.
No, Chuck.
So-
No, Chuck.
I think he turned out good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Apothecary White really does a number for you. It between how he turned out and how my Krennic turned out. That's the way to go for White. Now, I only have the original Citadel contrast. Does the quick paints from War Army Painter or Vallejo have a white also in their quick shades? Quick paints?
Yes, and it's not quite as blue.
Okay.
It sucks too.
It's not bad. It's not quite as blue. What are you priming those white?
No, this is the Army Painter
Yeah.
Speed Paint Holy White.
Yeah, I prime white and then use the contrast on top.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think they turn out pretty good, all in all.
Yeah.
Gives a good effect. Telemachus says the Army Painter's white is more gray.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Sorry, my brain is.
Nord wants to know what game do you have on?
The same one I
Hockey-wise.
posted in Kev's.
No, hockey-wise. Hockey.
Oh, well,
It's
I
the
only
Caps.
watched one team. Yeah,
It's
Caps and
Caps.
the Predators. And
Oh, yeah.
Obi scored another goal tonight.
Are you going to bite my chin again? Come here. Come here.
Is there a mosquito in here?
7 seconds left. Caps are winning 3-2.
He's a good boy.
McMurray, you're really making me think about this.
What are you thinking about? Not doing
Pricing.
20 millimeter?
Pricing out how much it would be to do my World War 1898 and 20 mil.
Oh, it's better than. It'll be cheaper than 54 mil. That's for damn sure.
I've got half of it in 54 mil already though for skirmish engagements because I want to do multi-level gaming with it.
Then, for Christ's sakes, don't do it. If you're going to do skirmishes in 54, then do it in like 15 or 10 so you can get real big battles going on.
See, but then they don't appeal to me when they get that small.
Then what are you talking about? You want to do them in different levels.
Well, I'm saying the figures don't appeal to me when they get that small.
Okay.
I know I'm not making much sense, but
Okay.
I'd
All right,
rather
as
have
long
like,
as you know it.
as I said, I'd like to have 200 v 200 going, and then be able to break off and do a 10 v 10. So anyway,
Yeah, Nord, I think you're right. He's regiment, battalion, company, platoon, etc. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's wanting to do fire team level in 54, maybe up to squad level, and he wants to get up to company, possibly battalion level in the 20/15.
Boogies.
thank you for interpreting. I really do appreciate that.
A company-sized game in 20 is going to be big.
Yeah, it is.
That's okay. I've got a big table,
Um,
but it's not going to be as big as a company-sized game in 54.
I know that. My point is, if you want to get anywhere bigger than a company, you're going to have to go smaller. Like,
And I don't think I want to go smaller than a company. And when I say company, I don't think I'll have every figure of a company represented on the table. I'll have some infantry, I'll have some cavalry, I'll have some artillery, and it will by no means look like any organization ever, but it'll be a fun game.
Not with that attitude.
I'm talking about a hypothetical situation where the Germans fought the Americans in Cuba in 1898. So, I mean,
yeah.
You're finally settled down? Good. Okay.
I'm sitting here pricing it out, and it may be doable.
I'm not
What's
talking
your
about you. I'm
plans
talking
this
about my
weekend?
cat. What?
What's your plans this weekend?
Reese and I are going to be in Kansas City playing in games.
Oh,
in
that's this
Tacticon.
week. Okay, this weekend. All right.
Yep. Yippers. And then Thanksgiving weekend, we're gonna have a friend over. Jay's gonna invite some folks over, and we're gonna play the Dune board game.
Sounds fun.
So here is all of them together. All the ships together in a single palette, if you will.
Nice.
There you go. The Japanese ships were pretty easy to paint. I primed them and then used the Gnome oil shade, and then for the battleships I used a khaki for their decks, and then on the cruisers I used a mixture of, what was that? Dragon red and crusted sore to get that maroon colored linoleum look.
So you are definitely painting with Army Painter colors.
Yes. Well, those are.
Yeah, I mean those two certainly. The names of those just scream Army Painter.
Yeah. and then the Americans. I had looked at the colors online, and I thought I had them picked out right, but they did not look right when I got them here. So what I had to do is like to get this dark blue, which is which the Navy calls 5N. It's I think it worked out to be 2 drops of Vallejo dark blue and 1 drop of German gray. And then for deck blue, it was, I think, 1 drop of pastel blue, 1 drop of gray blue, and 2 drops of German gray to get that deck color. There we go. To get the deck color. So, and then that light gray above the deck line is just field blue. So it was pretty easy to get them all painted up. The size of table I'm going to play on, unfortunately, I think it's just going to be a 4x8. I would like it to be bigger, but not all of the ships are going to be on the table. I'm going to pick and choose as to what actually goes on the table. But I did them all, so like I said, when I give them away, whoever gets them can play both nights of the Naval Battle of Guadalcanal. So, got to figure out how I'm going to go about doing that. I think I'm just going to do it as a drawing. You know, if you sit down at the table, your name goes in the hopper. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate it. And Scala, thank you also for letting me know that they look good. Or, excuse me. You said they look great. Charles just thinks they look good. So, you know, there's that. So what, Hexy, what did you put up on the website or whatever? What game did you post about?
The big GBACW Chickamauga game.
Oh, okay.
What?
And I'm starting it on the 18th of September when the Confederates are moving in.
But what is that game called?
River of Death.
There you go. That's the end.
The river of death.
Charles, I was just pulling on your chain, buddy. But thank you, sir. River of Death. Wow. So, is Chickamauga someplace in Tennessee?
You
Yes.
betcha.
It's on the border of Georgia and Tennessee.
Okay. All right. Down there
Yeah.
by.
They titled it, from what I read everywhere, the last Confederate victory in the West.
What
So I
year is
suspect-
Chickamauga, Jeff?
63 September.
So I guess for the Civil War, anything west of the Appalachian
Yes.
crest line
Yeah.
is considered the West.
Yeah, and then west of the Mississippi, I guess, or in that area.
It's Trans-Mississippi.
Yep.
Yeah. All
What
right.
do they call the ones out? What was the Red River campaign? What theater would that have been called?
Red River is
Is that part of Trans-Mississippi?
Yeah, it has
There's something
to
I
be.
don't know much about. So apparently there were a lot of great battles that fought out that way. I got a couple of games with them, but I've only played one.
Just living in Texas and Missouri, west of the Mississippi, and thinking of something that is, damn near North Carolina being west, kind of kind of works my geographical knowledge nerve. Like, but that's not the West.
Yeah, it annoys me a little bit too. But that's the only Civil War I'll play is Trans-Pacific Theater.
Yeah.
I take that back. Any
Um,
only stuff I'll play at home. I'll play anything at convention.
Oh, I was gonna
So
say,
that's
what the-
down around
who's that?
Chattanooga, right? Chickamauga is around Chattanooga.
Yeah, because it was Chattanooga was not too long after that when Grant finally said, "All right, fuck this, I need to go take charge."
Smash, 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 smash.
Nice.
Because those two are like the battlefield parks for those two are damn near linked up, aren't they?
Yeah, you go through Rossville Gap,
Yeah.
and then boom, you're over in, and I guess, it's funny too, because this, and in my video I posted and I talked about, they have these counters in there. They're like efficiency reduction counters for Bragg, and it's funny, the little write up in the battle book about Bragg, about how 1 minute he's sharp as a tack and he's got it all together, and then 10 minutes later he completely forgets what he's doing.
Well,
So they
that'll
have counters in that you draw that may affect different units. They may not be able to move at all because of indecisiveness.
Oh, nice. So, like, you pull a command chip for him, and it's like, no, this is shitty Braxton Bragg.
Yeah, apparently. Well, so for every corps in the pre-phases of each turn, you draw one of these chips, and you're supposed to put them like face down on their leader things on the map. And then when you go to activate, like say you drew an efficiency for one of your divisions or that has 4 activations, which is awesome, and you flip this chit over and it says they went into camp, they don't get to do anything. They fucking just sit there for the whole hour and don't do nothing.
Ooh, that's a kick in the pants,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So this is going to be interesting, I think.
It's kind of funny, though.
Yeah, Chickamauga is only about 5 miles from my family's old homestead. The battlefield itself, and
It's funny because I
troops
lived in
crossed
Tennessee and never went west of Knoxville. I really want these freaking battles on the East Front boxes, battles in the East from Decision Games. But man, so they're $100 a pop. The problem is I'm not seeing anybody replay any of them. I'm seeing people play them one time, and they're awesome looking games, but I'm not seeing anybody replaying them. And I'm just, man, $100 on a game that, granted, I don't replay much of anything anyhow, but that's still a qualifier for a game.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's an old game I used to have. Sports Illustrated football. I used to love that thing. No.
P-38's God. Damn.
Andrew, did you mention, probably not, I'm sure, about Todd's endeavors for next year?
I have not. I have learned to not get too overly excited.
But just the fact that he thought of it without me being nudgy or anything.
About Todd Lee. We've been bullying the fuck out of Todd to go to West Virginia for like 3 years.
Yeah, but I haven't pushed him recently about him giving up on it because I didn't think he'll ever get out here. But Todd said today he's dropping his St. Louis private gaming club thing next year, and he's going to try to work out coming out here, which means Andrew comes along with him.
Oh, snap.
We're going to do Gettysburg and play some gamage. Now that I especially have the place to do it.
Oh, when is this?
And secret wrestling camp.
What do you say, April?
I don't know.
I think it was April when they do their thing. Whether or not it happens, it's just nice that he's thought about it. And hopefully he can. Well, see, I know for a fact he probably needs to sort that out well ahead of time so that Andrew can work on him being able to come out here.
Well, hopefully, if I know my schedule in the next month or so, then we can just look at, okay, which of these weekends is it? But yeah.
Hey, give me enough notice. I'd be down for that too.
Outstanding.
I'm gonna
What the heck's in
knock him out on
Westbrook?
the call on Phil Musket, tour guide Phil, and arrange for him to meet us up there.
Who?
Tour guide Phil Musket.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
He's a Gettysburg tour guide. Oh, everything's open, Nord.
What you working on there, Mutt?
My 15 millimeters alternative armies cultists.
Okay.
Busting all these 15s and stuff to get more bat reps out and all that. 2x2s are really the way to go.
Shit, the fucking GMT.
A lot of OPR. Little bit of fistful of lead here and there, and then I'm gonna conquer 1490 Doom, and I'm getting my 5 parsecs crew together.
Nice.
I am putting my miniatures to work.
So I'm thinking, and I've been talking about this for a while now,
I gotta pee. You keep talking.
but I am thinking that I'm going to prime these guys up and get to painting.
What are those, Chris?
Well, these are miniatures from the Firefly Adventures board game.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And they've got all of the crew in 2 styles. They've got them in their passive style with them just kind of standing around. Here, let me get big in here. So they've got them. I don't have a Nara or a Book, but I got everybody else. So they got them in the passive style, and they've got them in their active style or their active pose. And I find it interesting that the Doctor and Kaylee in their active poses are, well, not really active fighting. You got Kaylee kneeling down with a toolbox, and you got the Doc running in with a first aid kit. Everybody else has got a gun, or in the case of River, a sword and a wicked-looking hatchet. And then I also have about 5 pistol toting or firearm toting bad guys, whether it's pistol, rifle, shotgun.
You know, I will say this in Mutt's defense. He is playing his games with his miniatures.
And then
Correct.
I also have bad guys with swords and clubs and whatnot. Or swords and axes, I should say.
The MMP list is up for the sale tonight, and there are a shit ton of games on it.
Where'd you see that?
Looking at it right now.
So
Chuck, you always play, buddy.
I think. I play with my miniatures. I just don't happen to get it on film or video, as it were. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get those primed up and start painting on them also.
Sweet. Andrew, storm over DNB and Foo.
Still trying to find the damn list.
I got it out of Facebook. Hold on. Send you the link.
In order, those the Firefly miniatures are for the, like I said, the game is called Firefly Adventures. And
Is that an RPG?
No,
I can't see that. That's an advanced squad leader starter kit. I'm not a member.
It's a board game like Zombicide
Or Imperial Assault.
or Imperial Assault, yeah. But they're 35. The Mal character in his standing pose is 35 millimeters to the top of his head. And the base box comes with Mal, the original Firefly crew, Mal and Zoe, Wash, Kaylee, and Jane. And then they've got 2 expansion boxes. The one expansion box I have comes with River and Simon. The other expansion box that I need to get got Book and Inara. So,
Jeff, Warriors of Japan is $5.
You should get another couple copies of it. They got your favorite game on there.
Storm over Jerusalem?
No, hold on, I'm just looking at it.
this guy's over for Dien Bien Phu.
Oh, you got it. Warriors of Japan. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should
It's
get a couple more
$5.
copies.
So I do have Storm over Jerusalem. That's a fantastic price though. Getting Storm over Jerusalem for $60. That's a wildly good game. Ardennes 2 is up there for fucking 50% off.
Monty's Gamble, Market Garden.
Yeah.
They got a lot of old SCS games. Well, a few.
Yeah, I saw Guadalajara and Rock in the Marne. Rock in the Marne, I really enjoyed playing Rock.
I did too.
That was a
People
cool ass game.
Yeah, and most people talk shit about it. I think it's a freaking great game.
Well, yeah, people talk shit about Guadalajara all the time, which seems pretty cool. It seems like they also have a Victory Awaits on sale, which if anybody hasn't watched Todd and I play that was quite delightful to play.
Dude, there's nothing on this list I want.
Guadalajara looked like a less extra shit tacked on.
I'm telling you, you've not played that. You need to play that game.
I have it. I need to play it.
It is, believe me, it is not. It is a very good game.
Yes.
Guys, I don't think I can post the link. This is through a MailChimp thing, but I wonder if MMP's site has it.
It is. You just Google MMP fall sale. It pops up. Autumn for Barbrosa's on there. It's a good price, under $30.
Yep,
That's good.
Very good price. Yeah. Line of Battles to Take Washington is $48. But that's the worst of the 3 games. God, I can't wait. I wish they would announce their damn fucking Yanks. The second edition of the Yanks ASL box, that big 3.5-inch box, is $89.
Fair.
I've already got it.
Oh, did Todd play Warriors of God or did Todd play Warriors of England? He played Warriors of God, right?
No, he played England. The England one.
I think those are 2 different series.
They got a big list of games this year as opposed to last year. They have shit last year.
Yeah, there really wasn't any other. I might actually wind up grabbing Storm over Dien Bien Phu. That could be pretty cool.
Oh, man.
I've been a big fan of the Storm over series.
On to Richmond 2, $154.
Todd, you never played it.
Miniature question.
What's up?
15 mil centimeters, or do you have to by the inches?
What do you mean?
If you play like, say the actual regular movement is 6 inches, but you have it. So it's 3-inch movements instead of,
You can do either. You don't even have to cut them in half if you don't want to.
that was, yeah. Well, on a 2x2, they get there pretty
Oh.
quick.
Yeah, that's fair. Then you can
Yeah.
do either one. It's up to you, buddy.
There were suggestions about playing in meters, and I was like, dude, that'll take forever to get across the thing.
Like doing it in halves is fine.
Yeah,
Doing it in centimeters is just going to get you a little bit more space.
yeah.
That's all. It's just going to slow you down a little bit more.
All right.
Are you really only playing on? Excuse me. Are you really only playing on a 2x2?
I did the last game.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. I used the Battle System 2x2 neoprene mats that they have for sale. And then I just bust out a whole bunch of terrain. I used all my trash terrain the last one too.
Yeah.
Just,
All your scratch built terrain.
scratch built trash. Yeah. So
Upscale terrain.
yeah. And tell you what, man, OPR is becoming big. But the bad thing about it, this is my opinion, if anyone's into one-page rules, a lot of those 40Kers are coming over,
To what, Ryan?
40Kers bring that attitude.
They're coming over to what?
One page
Coming over to one-page rules.
Ah.
Because one-page rules is very similar to 40K, but obviously the rules are definitely easier and better. So, but yeah, there's 40K players that come over and they try to, because one-page rules makes knockoffs on their armies, and they try to use their armies from 40K, and they're like bummed because they can't use exactly what 40K allows them to use for weapons. And it's like, well, duh, because it's one-page rules. It's not 40K.
Yeah.
So anyway, I feel for those players. But anyways, again, I got to scratch build me a big old 1400 kind of tower, a watchtower kind of thing. I got to scratch build one pretty tall because I'm really digging. I bought the game, the 1490 Doom. Oh man. And there's no happy ending to it at all. There isn't. If you win, you die. That's all there is to it. So it's just you're fighting to be the first one to die last. That's all. And it only takes 3 minis per player or whatever. That's all you need. So it's pretty cool.
Charles says that his table's almost set up. He's going to have 400 to 450 figures on the table.
Good grief. Chucky. That's a bigger battles, right?
Chris, did we ever do a count about how many figures we're actually going to have on the table?
Well, we're going to have a company of Marines, and then at least
Platoon, right? It's not a company.
or platoon,
Yeah.
platoon. A platoon of Marines, which is what, 12, 36, 40, 44. 44 Marines, then 4 helicopter crew. That's 48. You got the prisoner, it's 49, and then at least 25 VC/NVA. So gonna have about 75, at least 75 figures, 54mm figures on the table. So,
Big Merc,
Yeah.
keep an eye on my table.
On your table?
Yeah.
All I'm seeing is Frostgrave miniatures.
Oh.
More
I can't.
Frostgrave
Are those?
miniatures.
Does that say Ghost Archipelago?
What you doing, pup?
I can't read it, obviously, but I would assume that's what it is. If the other ones are Frostgrave.
Archipelago.
Yeah.
And
Do you have another stack
Archipelago.
that says Rangers of Shadow Deep?
I just busted open the scarecrows for Rangers. Or no, that's Silver Bayonet. Oof.
Can't read that.
It's Ghost Archipelago right here. And
Okay.
then Frostgrave.
Calm down, buddy.
Then
Calm down, baby.
hold on. Remember, McMurray, I told you I think we were talking one time? I'm not all in or not.
We have indeed talked one time.
J3 Ogres just made sense.
And then I got the
Sorry.
Stargrave.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I've never
Yeah.
seen somebody buy so many branded miniatures for miniatures agnostic rules.
Ghost Archipelago. Crewman.
The word you're looking for there is archipelago.
And Snakeman.
Archipelago is just so fun to say.
Archipelago.
Yeah, he lives down the street.
Actually, my next that's it. My next D&D character is going to be Archie Pelago.
Archipelago.
I'm
You're
pretty
from
sure that's one of
Islands.
your. I'm pretty sure that's one of your Marines' names.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sale at Decision.
What'd you say, Jeff?
Corporal
Monster
Pelago.
game. Monster game sale at Decision Games.
Yeah, there's only like 6 games on it though.
I see.
Big old Samoan Marine. The name's Archie. Archie Pelago.
Nice.
Archie P. Lago.
He's either
Archipelago.
either making him a Samoan or a short little Filipino.
Oh, Nordic. You were talking about doing some Fallout. This just came in the mail today. These little, what do you call it? The robots.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
I think a Samoan M60 gunner. Just
Yeah. Yikes.
sorry, guys. My brain is incredibly slow tonight.
It is most nights.
Not really.
Well, I mean, you got to blame the cows.
So there was 2 or 3 cabs that were not driving very well at all, and we just got tired of it.
Yeah,
And
they don't
so-
have opposable thumbs, dipshit. How do you expect them to drive?
So one of the cowboys just tossed a loop, got him, and hog-tied him by 3 legs. And he said, let's just throw him on the back of the flatbed truck. And I was like, well, they're going to slide off of there. Somebody needs to hold them down. And Mr. Crutchfield, who's in his late 60s, is like, oh, I'll do it. And I was like, no, Mr. Crutchfield, you drive. I'll do it.
Right.
So there's a picture of me taking by one of the cowboys, and it's just me holding down these calves as we're jumping around the ranch.
How big are these calves?
Oh, a couple months old.
Okay. So about 75, 100 pounds, maybe a little more.
Yeah, about that. I'll send you the direct here in a second.
Oh, McMurray.
Brian,
I got some of those dismounted Apaches for the massacre at Dragoon Springs with the Confederates fight the Apaches on their way back to New Mexico.
nice. What scale are those, Brian?
So it's 15s from the
Yeah.
from Blue
It's a great
Moon,
scale.
from Old Glory, huh?
It's a great scale. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm a big
so
fan.
That's the next battle, and that's going to be Captain Hunter trying to get back to New Mexico. He's got to go through the Apaches. So,
Yeah, dude, makes sense. I'm excited to
and
see
then
it.
the Union Army's trying to follow them there, and then and then Fort Bowie, so there'll be a little tiff going on over there. And then try to do some of the New Mexico ones, the Glorieta Pass and Valverde. So Rio, whatever it is. So,
Rio Grande?
no, it's Rio something else. What is it?
Dude, we need to do Reese, I'm putting on a game, a World War II era game. That's the raid on Macho Grande.
Okay.
There you go.
That the raid on Macho Grande?
No, that was me yesterday.
The raid on Macho Grande is what messed up the dude in Airplane.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was Reese, one of his photos for his calendar or something.
Yeah.
That's for his members only page.
That's what I was thinking.
Giving y'all a sneak peek there.
It would be his Moombers
Boomers.
only.
Oh man, and then I'm gonna do one of those. It's probably gonna be a fistful of lead Tales of Horror one, but Curacao Miniatures has those. Bought a whole bunch of those critters, the movie Critters, fur balls.
Oh yeah, with the big mouths.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
Right.
Looking forward to getting that one out. So,
To quote, speaking of the picture, to quote the classic movie Brother Bear, it looks like you hunted me.
oh, Brother Bear, man, my daughter used to watch it over and over.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Oh, and then here's your little sneak peek here. Nick Murray probably already knows. Ready? Sucker's heavy.
Chris Long, you shouldn't say that. You're gonna get Warmut all slathering up.
Oh,
Oh, you got the Osculius box?
yeah.
I didn't know that. I only saw your video from today.
And honestly, I got it because of the terrain.
That's fair. It does look pretty cool.
The
I
terrain is freaking awesome.
I don't remember a train in that movie.
But you also do have a 3D printer. You didn't see the train in Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, my 3D printer hasn't worked. I don't have the patience for it. So if one of you guys want it, I'll send it to you because I'm done with it. I'll just buy my stuff.
What? Didn't you get a Neptune also?
Yeah, and I cannot get it back. I cannot get it back to working anymore. I've done the 21-point balance. I've done all that crap. I did got the new plate on it. Did that crap. It still strings up. Stringy. It doesn't stick to the plate whatsoever. I even went to the point of putting the dang glue stick on that crap, and it won't stay still.
You're
So,
doing something wrong.
huh?
You're doing something wrong.
I'd hop on the Discord with Chris Long. I bet you can
Oh,
get
yeah,
that
you
thing
would.
going for you in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, could it be bad PLA? I don't know.
I don't know.
Is
Ask Chris
the
Long.
nozzle messed up? So,
I know the nozzles can get messed up, can't they?
yeah.
because I can do that over and over to 21 point, just balancing that thing out, and it just will not. The stuff will not stick. It'll go for a while, and then it starts stringing up, and then it pops off. So,
Yeah, I'd holler
Yeah.
at Chris Long on Discord. I'm sure he can get you running. He's a professional.
yeah.
Yup.
But you know me. I already got rid of my resin printer. Gave it to my brother.
I know.
So I ain't got time for that.
Well, I'm just hoping that my Missouri comes out.
It will. I started doing your brother's
eventually,
trick.
yeah. Eventually, it'll come out. I mean, it only took me three prints to get this one right. Reese, you are a 1 extra large, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I
Same
needed to
thing.
know. Doug says I'm the same way, but got tired of troubleshooting 3D printing and gave it to my brother too. He's having much better luck with it than I ever did. I probably should do something with my old Elegoo Mars S because it's just sitting there, not being used.
It's just collecting dust over there.
So McMurray,
Yes.
Is there enough information from Airplane to get Macho? How much of Macho Grande are you gonna have to make up?
That's what I'm trying to read right now.
Well,
Tail Gunner, Bombardier, Navigator, right? Because Howie was the best tail gunner in the outfit.
Yeah, he also is wearing a Navy uniform though.
Yeah,
We might just get a whole bunch of.
you could do Navy B-25s, PB, whatever they call them, PBJ something.
yeah. PB1J, I think. Yeah.
Although I guess technically those were Marines.
PBJ1J.
Because the Navy couldn't name an aircraft to save their life in World War II.
Well, actually, they kind of made sense once you figured out what it all meant.
Yeah, first one is type, second one is manufacturer, right? And then
No, well, so the F4U, it's a fight. It's the fighter. It was the fourth fighter from Vought,
which was U.
the U. F4F, F6F,
F8F.
F8F, etc. F from Grumman. SBC, Scout Bomber, C is Curtis. So, I mean, it makes sense once you know what you're looking at, but it's not easy like the Army Air Corps had, you know. P's were your pursuit fighters, B's were your bombers, C were your cargo.
I find it interesting that Navy had fighter before.
What's that?
I find it interesting that Navy had fighter before when Army Air Corps was still pursuit.
Oh, yeah, F's. Yeah, the F series. Yep.
So
yeah, it's. I don't know why they called them pursuit aircraft when they were essentially fighters for dogfighting and escorts.
because you were pursuing bombers at that point, right? That was the
I guess. I don't know.
interceptors, I guess.
Nord wants to know if he picks up target for tonight or target for today. Do we want to be part of his crew?
Yeah,
Target
my
for tonight. Target for tonight, sure, because that's an American bomber. Target for tomorrow or target for today, no, because that's a British bomber, and they got even shut up more than. No, sorry, the other way around. Target for today, yes, not target for tonight.
You'd rather be on a bomber on a daytime raid than a night raid?
I'd rather be in a B-17 than a Lancaster.
That's true.
I'd rather be in a B-24 than a Lancaster or a Shackleton.
That's fair.
Hell, B-25s. I love B-25s.
Depends on what
had-
you're doing.
Yeah, we here in Pike County, one of Jay's customers was a crewman on I think it's a bombardier on B-25s, and he had something like 65 or 70 missions in World War II. And to the point where he was actually flying like 2 missions a day, every day.
Was that in the med or was that in the Pacific?
Yeah, med. Because I mean, they'd be like, total 2 hours, out and back in 2.5 hours.
Jump off of Sardinia, go bomb Italy, come back to Sardinia and land.
Yep, exactly. He supported Operation Dragoon. So yeah. So whereas 25 missions out of England got you to go home, they kept pushing those B-25 mission numbers out farther and farther and farther. So the book / movie Catch 22 is pretty accurate.
Has anybody seen the new miniseries of that?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I haven't seen any of it. I haven't read the books, so I don't know anything about it.
It's pretty good. Now the original movie from the early 70s was pretty good also. It was funny in the same vein as the original MASH was funny.
The original MASH movie, or
Yeah.
because frankly, those are two different types of humor.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. MASH the movie was a very dark humor.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, my favorite World War II multi-engined aircraft is the B-25, followed closely by the P-61 Black Widow.
You got me there. I like my Black Widows.
Of course, the P-38 was just gangbusters, man.
I was about to say, you're just all smoking crack. Somebody had to mention it. I'm happy you finally figured it out.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. The P-38's a great aircraft, but the P-61, man, it's all gun. It's got 420s, 450s. The 50s are in a turret.
And unless you're in the European theater, they might have taken that off and just straight for the 20s.
Yeah. And then, of course, the PBJ-1J, I think it was the 1J that had the 75 millimeter howitzer in the nose.
Yes.
Nord likes the Henkel. Which Henkel? The HE-111? That's a pretty good airplane. I think I like the Henkel better than the BF-110. I think because it's more fun to say Henkel 111 is better than Messerschmitt 110. No.
Honestly, wasn't it the G model B-17 that had enough machine guns on it that it was the G is the Flying Hedgehog, right?
No, it's the Flying Fortress. Yeah, because it had. Speaking of the devil here, you had two guns in the chin turret, a gun to each side, up in the nose, on the chin, or on the cheeks. You had the top turret had two guns. The radio operator window had a gun each at the waist, two guns in the ball turret, and two guns in the tail. Now, one thing that they did, they attempted to do this in the European theater, and they added an additional gun at the radio operator's position, so it was twin 50s there, and then they put twin 50s into each gun emplacement on the waist. The problem is the ammunition was so heavy that it couldn't carry anything else.
Yeah, that's the YB-40, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, the thing that was basically just designed as a trolley trap for the Luftwaffe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was the Flying Hedgehog is the
YB-40 is the Flying Hedgehog.
No, it's the B-17G is what the
Okay.
that's what the Luftwaffe pilots called it because of the
Oh, okay.
diagrams that showed the fields of fire from everything. Because yes, I want to say it was the G model where you were on a 1-to-1 parity with ordnance and 50 caliber ammunition. I think it's Dan's. I don't think it's Dan Snow. It's somebody who's significantly less dumb than Dan Snow, but does the whole comparison and talk about the absurd amounts of 50 cal ammunition that was carried on late model B-17s.
Yeah.
Because getting bombs on target is super cool, but getting home is cooler. So, yeah. Also, I didn't realize that B-17 crewmen didn't always sit in the same spot, and B, they rarely flew day to day in the same aircraft. That's wild. It makes sense, but still not necessarily what I was expecting or thinking. But yeah.
Hey, we're doing Twilight 2000 tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Hell yeah!
Look at you go, buddy.
I can get in all that game, man. That's a cool game. I just don't. Well, Keegan, he's GM, so sure like to know how we ended up in Sweden.
Nor wants to know if any of the GCACW games are on the MMP sale.
I think I saw Thunder on the Mississippi, but I'm not sure. No, Road to Richmond 2. It's usually $220. It's being sold for $154.
Good grief.
Good Lord.
$120 box of cardboard?
$220 box cardboard.
Ryan, how much you pay for that Astelios box?
I think about 180.
Oh.
Cool, I was just double checking.
It's not cardboard.
It's made out of cardboard.
Brian, why don't you tell me all your Hex Encounter games?
Mine?
Yeah.
They're all magazines.
And?
What about it? Yeah. I might bust one out occasionally.
Andrew, there's just a shit ton of games on Decision Games in their Excalibur games thing that are just right up your freaking alley.
Their Excalibur
sorry,
games thing? What the hell's that?
Ziploc games.
Oh.
There's Ironclads for $52.
Oh, are they running a sale right now too?
These are their standard. Yeah, well, the monster games, but they standardly have all these games
Oh, yeah.
that aren't theirs, that are from other companies. No, Thunder on the Mississippi is not a good starting point.
Oh, I missed that. I didn't know Decision Games did that.
And they have the Ironclads expansion. They have the main game's only $52, and the expansion's $42.
Huh. There you go.
I'm still getting interest on the Marino Del Rey game I played.
Then you should play more. How many views do you have on it?
Oh, heck, I don't know. I have to look at that. Bust out that Saratoga again.
Whatever works.
I'm going to hold off on buying any 20 mil until I've got a couple of squads painted for each and played a battle and see what I think about it.
Well, heck, he has 2 years. Get that Rome going.
What does I got to play? Ghost? No, Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'll happen
What's Jeffy played in 2 years?
within
We
2
gave him 2 years because, it took me 2 years to get Picacho up.
I know, but what is Jeff playing in 2 years?
Julius Caesar.
I can't hear you.
Caesar.
Oh, yeah. He'll do that. He'll do that easy. He's got that whole Great Battles of Caesar or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep, I do. That I do, senor.
Got my bug herder done. He's herding cockroaches, man.
There you go, Jeff.
Huh?
Nord says start with SPQR Deluxe.
I have that too.
I know you do.
I think Decision Games sells a lot of GMT games too.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Somebody sent me the easy play rules too,
To SPQR?
to the whole Great Battles of History stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good because Nord says GB Julius Caesar is the hardest one in the series to get started.
Yeah, Kev even said the same thing. That it's the deepest one.
Well, what the hell was the H game? He was playing like a madman for a little while there. That ain't out yet, is it?
Yeah, that's. Oh no, that new one. Yeah, it just recently got released. I was interested in it, but not enough. Something around $100 for a magazine game.
Hey, Chris, did you play your Wars game, whatever it's called, Wars?
Quar?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
because my brother is a gaming magpie and he sees something new and goes tottering off to do that.
Oh, crap.
So I've got Quar painted, but not doing anything with them because
Just one army or both?
I only have one.
Oh.
It's not even an army. It's 10 dudes.
Yeah. We'll get the other side, man. Bust out solo.
I wish we lived close enough to game.
I just wish.
No, I'm focusing on doing my 10 millimeter stuff.
I just wish y'all lived in the United States.
Arizona.
You know what? My next unit for my 10 millimeter dudes is my Minotaurs. They're going to be counting as ogres.
At least once you do 10 mil, you can play it with Joel.
Exactly. Well, that's why I'm doing it. When Joel shows up and says, "Hey, let's play War Master," I'll say, "Great! I've got an army, so you don't have to. Supply every damn thing." Not
Yeah,
that
I was
that's
kind
a
of pumped
problem.
up about you all going to do your damn Civil War game y'all were going to do. And at least Brian came through.
What Civil War game?
That Chris and his brother were going to do.
Dude.
Hey,
An American Civil War game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's been like 4 rotations back.
Yeah.
That's fair. Jeffy, you want to play a Civil War game, buddy?
No, I'm talking about you guys that Chris and Brian, that's why Brian's giving me a 2-year drift period.
Yeah, but we can play a Civil War game, Jeffy. Toddy and
Hello,
I set it up, and then you can play with us.
Hello, Mr. Hanger Flying.
Holy Bane, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
That man can tell you about 10 mil.
Yeah, he can.
That
Yeah, we
man
got
can
Bane
absolutely
sighting.
tell you about 10 mil. He's got some. He's rocking out some ESR at Sans Rey Sultan. 10 mil Napoleonics.
Yep.
Or at least I would assume he still is. I don't know. You still working through those things?
Oh shit!
I hope he
Oh my
is. That was a
God.
huge project. He was doing really well with.
Decision Games has a Command Magazine dual game, which I already had both of them, but they're selling them both together for $40. Hell Before Night, the Shiloh game, and fucking Blitzkrieg 1940, all in one package for $40.
Oh man, that actually sounds kind of awesome, but
It
I
does,
imagine
doesn't
it's
it?
rather complicated.
Todd, I think, would like that Blitzkrieg 40 thing.
Todd doesn't play games anymore.
No, he don't play games anymore.
He just hangs out and sometimes talks to people who play games.
Right.
Todd's
Game
looking
change.
to go pro on the secret wrestling camp circuit, not play games. Okay.
Hanger, what about 20 millimeter cavalry? They suck.
Yes. Honestly, they suck even more. Like, cavalry sucks worse the bigger they get. Like,
Okay, so they're not nearly as bad as 54 millimeter then.
no, they're not as bad as 54, but still. Ugh.
There's an Alamo game. Dark
Oh.
Victory. Damn, I might have to buy that even though I got both of those games. Just because of the price. And they're in stock too. They got War with Mexico, Buena Vista. Oh, another dual pack for $35. War with Mexico and Moscow Burning. I like that shit when they do that.
Oh, man.
So Monday is good old Veterans Day, my favorite day of the year. If I don't play golf, usually lay around on the couch, watch old war movies.
Very cool.
Not that.
You got any in particular you're gonna watch this year?
No, I mean, if I can't find something I want, then I'll revert to John Wayne movies. Those are always good.
Hell yeah, dude.
I know a good Tom Berenger movie.
You suck.
God, that was horrible.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, it is the story about an INR platoon, so.
Ugh.
Andrew would love it. Sturm nach Osten.
Doug says all you guys talking about different scales, and I'm just working away at my 28-32 millimeter scale troopers. Hey,
Yeah,
man.
but you've been hammering through those salamanders, so keep at it, buddy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, there's Crossing the Line Aachen, 2nd edition.
Where do you see that at?
On Decision Games and Desert Fox Games.
Oh, yeah. I haven't got to that section yet.
Wait, uses the line. Hang on.
I have
Uses the
original.
classic system from War at Sea.
That doesn't even make sense.
I know.
What do you mean Dark Victory has no CRT? Oh, I'm sorry, Chuck. I'm thinking of Dark Summer and Dark.
It's all LCD technology now.
Oh. Funny. Hey, Chris. Funny, Chris. Race to the Murs. I tell you what, man, you want to find some off-the-wall games, freaking Decision Games. And I don't mean theirs.
Oh, McMurray.
What's up?
Oh, McMurray. It's about, what, a week or two away?
Sign-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
For what?
You better believe it. We are 15 days out.
For what?
sign-ups for the Analog Hobbies Painting Challenge.
We don't talk about the Fight Club.
You just brought it up.
Right? Dipshit.
Oh man, they have Fire One ready, Jeff.
I haven't got to those yet.
How am I farther along than you are?
Well, I'm looking in a different category, I think.
Oh,
Jeff, for one thing, lives in the in the sticks.
Do what?
And it, reading's a little difficult over there.
I'm in West Virginia.
Chris, I'm kit bashing a door gunner for you that's slightly inspired by Robin Olds, and I know that's the wrong branch, but he's got the mustache for it. So
nice.
Stars and Bars. Here's a Civil War game I don't have.
I mean,
Son of a bitch.
Robin Olds was in aviation. Like it counts. It counts.
well, this is a door gunner that's stranded on the ground.
Oh, that's fine. He still belongs
who
in an
has
airplane.
ripped his M60D out of the aircraft and is using it on the ground.
How?
Because they have the bipod on it. You can disengage it and set it on the ground.
Yeah, well, the 60 bipod was fucking attached to the barrel of the weapon anyhow.
No, I know
Yeah.
that, but there's not a stock on an M60D, is there?
No, but you got 2 spade triggers.
Okay.
Yeah, Andrew.
No, I'm aware of that. Motherfuckers. I get that. Show me a
Easy there,
bipod fired
killer.
machine gun that doesn't have a stock on it. And then
Then
you
look
can
up an
shove it in your
M60D
ass.
ground use.
What?
Then look up an M60D being used on the ground.
Yeah, Andrew.
That's what I'm. Shut the fuck up. Let's see here. Charles, you do painting challenges all the time. You kick the snot out of them. I don't want to hear it.
I'm not saying they are very usable, but it is usable.
Mano.
I'm assuming you just kind of push it forward and fire.
That's not how it works because the M60's bipod legs fold back.
Then maybe you pull it back and fire. I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, why can't I find this game? Oh,
You probably can't find it because Reese is full of shit.
offensive. Reese, are you full of shit?
Yep.
Look at M60D in the bipod.
I see M60Ds on bipods. I see them at rest. I've yet to find a picture of somebody shooting one on the ground.
Custer's luck. Smooth criminal. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's a stupid looking map. Duel in the desert. I might have to buy a bunch of these damn things.
You've been hit by.
Ooh, Wargamer. Okay, now that's a
Heck, you
stupid.
said Decision Games has got a Alamo game?
Yeah,
Where?
Dark Victory. That's what Chuck was just saying. These are all small, simple to play games. Ooh, Glory Road. Glory
Yeah,
Hall.
Reese, you find me that picture and I'll be happy to say you're
Okay.
right. Until then, it smells like bullshit.
Damn, Reese.
That's fine.
He's slamming you, man.
I'm doing no such thing.
You're a bitch, Andrew.
What's Pacific Fury? I can't make fun of you because it's elder abuse.
Dunkirk. Dunkirk. Oops. Find the right picture. Ain't much fucking shit in that.
Alien Ant Farm, isn't that Adam Ant?
No, it's Michael Jackson.
Todd messaged your group. You silly pickle, that's not MMP.
Good lord. I feel like Desert Fox Games is just everything that they sell. 'Cause it's got a bunch of their games in here too.
Oh, it's the name of the band, Alien Ant Farm. Yeah, I'm old.
Do you say you're bored?
I'm old.
If you're old, then what the fuck am I?
I'm 51 next month. 51!
Venerable.
Fucking spring chicken.
That's what you're looking for there. Venerable.
Vegetable? Because Brian doesn't like those.
Oh, Brian has to start liking them. Okay. Broccoli, no problem. I love broccoli. Broccoli.
First Team Vietnam, $35. Let's see what that one looks like.
You know.
Green.
Yeah, green, brown.
A little bit of blue thrown in. Ooh. That's a point-to-point game.
I thought you didn't like point-to-point games.
No, but a monkey could play it. Reese, y'all order this.
Jimmy Graham.
I didn't say that.
Ah, damn. That was outstanding.
It's just a
Coming in
point-to-point
hot.
Vietnam game. Kind of like Paths of Glory type game. It's an older game.
It's an older game, but it checks out.
Yeah, I used to have an old computer game. Oh fuck it! It was Vietnam, and I remember playing the fucking a lot of the God damn it, Ya Drang Valley scenarios in it.
Battlefield Vietnam, 2004.
No, I think it was older than that.
That was I like the Edrang map on Battlefield Vietnam.
This game was. Put it this way, this game was monochrome.
Gotcha.
I think I played it on my Apple II CS.
I just saw that. Chuck said paint challenge echo.
Chuck, you like those paint challenges? I thought.
Like I said, he does outstanding at them. So he's just messing with Todd. That's all.
Yeah, Custer Luck not really look kind of.
What?
The Custer game we were looking at. There's Jay. There's
There's your
Jay.
brother. Now you gotta come back more.
His fucking online name should be Is Jay.
All of a sudden, hey Jeff, you see how much they're selling the GMT Flying Colors South America expansion for?
No, I didn't.
$62, not like 110.
Get on it.
No, it's
Man,
still,
I tell you what. If I busted my butt and painted 10 core, man, ready to play a game, man, I'd be like, let's go, bro. Yeah.
There's another Vietnam game. Fallen Eagle, the Battle of Quezon. What's this? This is X Encounter. Boy, that. Oh God, you want ugly. Jesus Christ. That's it. All right. So I've been to all of those.
I'll be putting lights up this weekend, probably.
Really?
Lifeboat.
Well, Thanksgiving's it's late. It's on the last week of November.
yeah.
Yeah, that's normally how it works.
My boss has already got him up at the range.
Yeah. But that's less than 3 weeks from Christmas. The 28th and 29th, whatever. Oh.
It can't be less than 3 weeks to Christmas, Brian. That's quite literally impossible.
It's always 4 weeks.
Thanksgiving is Thursday the 28th. December 25th is Christmas.
Yes, and there's 21 days in a month, or in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
There's
there's
21 days in 3 weeks. Unless, like, unless Thanksgiving is somehow well into December, it can't be less than 3 weeks.
It only happens on nuclear holocaust years.
what?
I said that only happens on nuclear holocaust years.
Good Lord. Yeah, Scala, math is hard. Dude, I hate math, and I know 3 weeks is impossible. I mean, like McGuire said, unless American Thanksgiving is on, like,
Well, you guys got some messed
December
up.
8th. What's that?
You got some messed up calendars. Mine's the one's right.
Unless it's December 8th, you're wrong.
I want the shield.
Y'all just shut up. Shut up. Y'all think you're all smart.
Bastards. Look at all the Herman Lutman games they got under Revolution Games, Andrew.
I know. The issue is I
They're like all of them there.
have those ones.
Mandarin Mike's back.
Hey, Meander.
Meandering.
Where'd you
And then,
meander off to?
He had to go eat
Turkey
dinner.
and cranberry sauce. That's disgusting.
Now-
no wonder
now
you
the
live. You must
question
live in
is-
Pennsylvania.
The question is, do you get the Ocean Spray canned jelly, or do you get the real cranberry sauce?
And do you
with real
put beans in
cranberries?
it?
I love my beans and chili.
My mother makes homemade cranberry sauce. It's pretty good.
Oh, bizarre dreams, Mikey. That's here, buddy. You should do a video.
Yikes! What's up?
Fine, I've
Cody?
gone through everything they've got now, Andrew. Nothing else for me to look at.
Yeah, I pulled a couple of the little micro games that I'm thinking about, but that's it.
Which one?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm in a good mood. Anybody else?
Yeah.
No. I woke up with a swollen right eye.
Thought you said a swollen rectum for a second.
No.
Wow.
Just
Yeah,
all kinds of
friction
puffy
effect.
and inflamed, man.
Rectum
Got to reduce the
damn
friction
near killed
back
him.
there.
Although I'm sure I handed out a few of those yesterday at Preg Chicken.
All right, easy now. You gave up on that shit with the turkeys. Relax.
Ooh, shit.
Different hole.
Over the Rhine. Market Garden. Market Garden Goss game to be released in 2025.
There you go, buddy. You can do it.
That one I will buy.
No, you won't. Why?
It's Goss. I own all the Goss games.
Hi.
And eventually I will play them one day.
He is a completist.
I am in certain things. You are right about that. That's why I bought that Antietam game that came in tonight. Because I didn't have it.
Oof.
That's cool.
Oh, my birthday's on a Monday.
What is this here? Bulbs, the battle for the Ardennes. It's a
It
box.
sucks having a birthday on Mondays.
Why? Then you get a 3-day weekend.
No. Well, I always have
You don't
Monday.
work on Mondays anyways, Brian.
I
No,
know.
I know.
That's right.
That's why Veterans Day is not going to be, special really, because I already have the day off. Any holidays on Monday. Yeah.
I'm taking Veterans Day off to sleep off the weekend.
Brian, you're also self-employed, so you could probably figure out days off if you really needed days off.
Oh, I know. Everyone tells me that, but then when I go back, it's like, oh crap, gotta catch up.
No, my point is that if you need to be off on a Saturday, you could probably figure out working.
Oh yeah. This is slow time now.
I know. For thinking and for work, buddy.
That's why I'm bust down battle reports. Silence. I really
He's
would
going
like
to start.
like
He's going to
to
get a whole bunch more Twilight 2000, then he's going to get his own copy.
I almost got my own copy. I was thinking about it.
Do they have a starter kit?
Yeah, they do. I wouldn't mind. Well, I wouldn't mind. So Chris Long in here, man, he's a freaking expert at that game.
Correct.
Forget the Robin Olds door gunner. I couldn't get the helmet to fit on that fat head.
Well, Mikey, I'd like to meet your Aunt Tatum.
Scout,
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Are you having a seizure or a stroke? Because I think you're just hitting your keyboard and letters are being thrown together. As a Dalecarlian Swede, Christmas starts on December 1st with Tomtinson Frukost and finally ends on Jujandag Jewel on January 13th. With
Somebody call
holiday
Donna
or
Christmas.
pretty.
And big in me, please. Enlargement. Supersize me.
There you go.
There you
Jeffy
go.
needs that Cialis treatment on his screen.
I got this from Noble Knight for $20, and it's unpunched. It was brand new.
Oh wow.
So I'm not going to open up the map or anything. A couple of counts, but it goes with. That's good. Thanks, Chris.
Hold it up again, Jeff.
All right. Hold on.
Nope, Chris Long's back. He's
Yeah,
eating
look at
dinner
that.
also.
And then it has the rule book. It's got the magazine, and it's the fourth game of a series of games that I have. So I didn't know they made a fourth game in it.
And Jeff's a huge fan of McClellan.
Good night, Bane.
Take care,
Thanks, man.
Bane. Thanks for dropping
Bye,
in,
Chris.
buddy.
You been, buddy?
You can de-bigging me now.
Bane. Yeah, we need to get that ball and hit off the thing.
Owen Small on you. My brother says the Half Price Books in Chesterfield have had the Metal Box T2000 reboot for some time.
Oh, wow. And it seems like a fun game. I mean, this is the first time I've played an RPG since, like I said, junior high. So,
Hang on, let me see if I can get to focus. How's this for a pose, Chris?
Yeah, that'll work.
yeah.
So,
That'll work.
I know he's not perfect, but
Hey. Anybody bitches about it, it's like, you come up with this shit.
is this going to be Archie Pelago?
Yeah, that'll be Archipelago right there.
I mean, he's got the ripped sleeves, big old muscled
Yeah.
arms.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It'll be Archie Pelago.
Oh, that'd be great, Chris, if you join in. And then you and I can mark on the sheets as buddies.
Brian, what's the game record sheet you were teasing today?
Oh, no, I don't think anyone got that one though.
Yeah, what is that?
That's 5 parsecs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So,
I enjoy anything by Ivan Swanson.
oh yeah. So he's gonna come out with the second edition of 5 Clicks here, the post APOC, pretty soon.
He
Axe
is
Annex and him have a daily live feed.
oh, good to know.
Daily?
Oh, not daily. I mean, I think it's every other week, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's pretty interesting. He's pretty cool, Ivan Sorensen.
Yeah, he's the one that wrote 5 Core and Sandbox and 5 Men in Normandy. I think he's going to get at least 5 Men in Normandy republished at some point.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But right now you can pick it up on War Games Vault.
Yeah,
So,
because I think you could build that crew up too in 5 Normandy or whatever.
5 Men in Normandy and 5 Core is my go-to skirmish game right now.
Yeah. So, but I've had that Parsecs for 3 years, and I actually have 3 videos out of building the crew and all that. And I just, so, all right, man.
I need to do a video series where I roll up a squad, and I'll do it for 5 Core for Vietnam,
Yeah.
and just run them through a campaign.
It's fun because you actually get addicted to where you'll like make 5 or 6 crews.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But my problem is I gotta get all the stuff from the convention done first, and then come down off the convention before I roll up a scenario for it. So
No.
Well, if you're like the
Well,
rest
we've
of us,
been
hopefully the convention motivates you pretty good.
it does, but I'll have a little bit of burnout afterwards.
So you guys are at now 10:20, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So you guys are just an hour ahead. All right. And then Jeff, he's 2 hours ahead now.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd be 11:21.
Okay.
Because Mountain Time is now the same as Arizona time.
I guess there's quite a few states pushing to get rid of their daylight savings, though.
I believe Arkansas is going to next year, if I recall right.
So,
For some
That'd be
reason,
so
I
weird.
thought this was the last year. It'd be nice to get home, a decent hour by the sun. So
oh, and then one little other finding. Right here, man. Oh,
nice.
There you
Watch
go.
the Sundance.
Butch and Sundance.
I can't swim.
Do you have do you have a church door for them to go crashing out of?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Or just a big old cliff for them to jump off of.
Coral Sea Solitaire.
Well, we have been going for 2 hours and 22 minutes and 22 seconds.
Hell
I think
yeah.
This is about time for
All
us
the
to
teams.
wrap it up. Next week, Reese and I will definitely have a wrap up of the weekend of gaming. I don't know if I'm going to play in any games. I don't know if I'm going to have time to play in any games. We got Ocean Thunder starting at 10 a.m. going until 2 p.m. and then Force on Force kicks off at 4 p.m. and goes until 8 p.m. There is gaming on Sunday, but I don't know how much of it's going to be non tournament based. So we'll
I
see.
don't know if I'll be able to make next week's show.
All right, that's fine.
So I'm sorry about that.
Mutt's always mocking me, so Anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody for showing up. Hexy, Mutt, thanks, guys. And then everybody out there in Texture Land, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. You guys are truly the best. So until next time, we will see you on the flip side.